6, that's why I can't pick you up.
Yeah. But you did have me picked up and you could feel it. So I just felt that. Humphrey showed me that in 5 seconds. He just showed me how to throw off one leg. So like right here, and I come right there and I got you. See, I just take you like that, but the one leg. Whereas if we're locked here, I kept getting this position with Jimmy Carr, and neither one of us could throw each other. But then Humphrey showed me how to throw like that, and I could easily throw you with an arch off one leg.
Pretty awesome.
And I figured it out in 2 seconds when he showed it to me. And then I came back in the second period, the score's 3-3, and I threw Jimmy Carr 3 times and then pinned him.
So you weren't the kind of guy that had to drill something 1,000 times?
Less than 1,000 times, yes.
Some people.
Some situations like that, I mean, I picked things up in wrestling real fast. That position, I understood it right away. You know, like I watched Wade Chalice wrestle in 1976 at the Olympic trials against Lee Kemp and some other guys, and he was hitting this leg position, and he hit lace throws, and guys would double leg him to his butt, and he'd elevate him to his back.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that changed my style a lot. I credit Wade Chalice just watching him wrestle. I said, I can do that, and then I started doing those throws and those leg laces and stuff like this, and coming around and inside tripping from there, and lace legging the guy and throwing him that way. And so I was able to pick stuff up just seeing it one time and figuring it out.
Out of all those things you just kind of briefly showed me, do you have like a favorite or a go-to, or was it all situational and it all depended?
It was all situational, depending on what it was, and it was. I hit a lot of stuff, and like I like some of the throws when I'd wrestle guys that, like when I made the world team my freshman year, guys that single legged me, and I just I'd hop across.
Oh shit! Whoops! Sorry. You're okay.
I didn't mean to throw you, but once I got you going.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Once I had stuff like that, so like nobody counter, so I would just hop across and whip a guy's legs out like that, and then maybe the next time he'd shoot it.
Head up.
Well, you did that, I did a side trip, you did back.
What
Or if they hit a single, so then the next time I might go there and they pull it back, and then I just take them right there.
Jeez.
So I developed a lot of counters. I had some big moves that I used, starting with watching Wade Chalice wrestle at the Olympic trials in 1976. And I changed my style a lot my senior year in high school. I started letting everybody in on my legs, because I got beat at junior nationals by Dan Glenn 8-7, and Tom Husted from New Jersey beat me 11-9 in the semis. That when I got in on their legs, I was finishing. When they get on mine, they were finishing. But I watched Wade Chalice and I changed my style, and I started like overhooking and giving everybody my senior year in high school in South Dakota. And I was good enough that whatever I did in South Dakota was going to work.
Sure.
So gave me a whole year to work on it, or 6 months to work on it. Then I got more confident with it, and my senior year I wrestled Tommy Husted in the junior national finals. He had beat me 11-9 the year before. Got in on my legs and he'd finish, and I got in on him and I'd finish. And then my senior year I just gave him the leg, and I was able to come like right inside there, an inside trip. Can't remember exactly what I pinned him with.
Yeah.
I pinned him in 30 seconds with the counter. I just improved so much.
So would you say because you wrestled in sorry to cut you off, but because you wrestled in South Dakota, no matter what you did was going to work?
Well,
I gave you the ability to work on crazy stuff?
Yes, it did. And this is what I kind of had. I'd wrestle like 30 matches a year in South Dakota in high school. And everything I did would work, and so I could get used to pinning people. And not that South Dakota was all bad, not that, but it would have been any state I could do it. But and then I'd wrestle the best guys in the country, and then if something didn't work against the best guys in the country, I would throw it out. And that's what I got real good at Iowa, is that if something didn't work against somebody really good, then I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use it against the bad guys. Or I mean, not the bad guys, but guys that I could dominate. So, like, I wouldn't take, I stopped moving, if there was something that I could use on 90% of the people, and it worked all the time on them, if it didn't work against the best 1%, I no longer use it against the 90%. Sure. Everything I did, like all the throws that I did, the stuff I showed you there, it was working against guys that were world champions and third in the world and world medalists and national champions. And the stuff, if it, you know, like, if I'm wrestling a national champ and it doesn't work against him, then I figure out a way to either throw it out or I'd find a way to make it work against him.
When did the idea or the concept or maybe it was more of a joke. I don't know. The impossible leg. Was that high school? Was that college? Was that post? Was that senior level? Yeah.
I give credit to the impossible leg for Stan Desick. In 1976, I went to the after watching Wade Chalice wrestle in the trials, and actually Wade Chalice and Stan Desick ended up wrestling for the '76 Olympic team, and Stan Desick won. And Stan Desick, then I was at a camp that he was at, and he was actually, Stan Desick was in my corner when I won the gold medal in '84, and he was one of the coaches when I made the world team when I was a freshman in college. And Stan Desick, I remember him showing stuff, and he goes, and Stan Desick was one who said this, he doing a clinic, he said, this is the impossible leg, and this is the nearly impossible leg. He said, I got taken down once somebody shot on that. So I got that, I stole that from Stan Desick, so I give him credit for that, and Wade Chalice. So two guys out of that weight class, 163, had a lot to do with my success on the impossible leg.
And when did you develop your impossible leg?
I started it my senior year in high school, and it got better and better. And then when I came to Iowa, I was fortunate to have guys like Lenny Zaleski, Brad Penrith, Barry Davis, Tom Brands, Terry Brands, Troy Steiner, Kevin Dresser.
Guys that kept grabbing your leg?
Terry Steiner. I had guys literally that would shoot in on my leg thousands and thousands of times. I've had Tom Brands in on this right leg 1,000 times, and Terry Brands 1,000 times.
How many times have they scored?
Not very many. It'd be a small number. But some guys scored more, but it didn't.
They were younger,
though.
They're like 10 years younger.
They were 10 years younger, and I was 15. Size does matter.
Yeah.
I was 15, 20 pounds. I had 20 pounds on Terry Brands, at least, and 15 on Tom Brands, and like. What I liked is Tom Brands could still shoot in on me 100 times in a practice.
Yeah.
And I remember one time there was a practice where he wore me out, but he hadn't scored yet, and there was one final takedown. It was on a football Saturday in front of the crowd, and I sucked it up, and I said I was the most tired I've ever been in my life. And let me tell you something: when Tom Brands came in for freshman, there's not one time that he walked off the mat before me. Even when I had 20 pounds on him and could beat him 200 to nothing, he could still wear me out, make me take the break. I was the one that had to take a break. But so we finally got in one big scramble, and it was in front of a crowd, a football Saturday, and I'm like, I ain't letting him take me down in front of this crowd, and I sucked it up, and we got in a great scramble, and I came out on top for one last takedown, and as soon as I got it, I was just like dead, and I rolled off him, and I lay on my back. And I said, I got to tell you this story. So I'm on my back, and I'm just dead. And I go, time out. And Tom Brands jumped out. He's like this. And he goes, and he had spittle coming out of his mouth. I got him standing there, his fist. And he goes, Lewis, that's effing BS. We don't call timeouts in Iowa. And I said, I lay there, and I'm like, and I said, you know what, Brands? I said, if you just got done scoring 100 points, you'd be tired too. And he laughed and said, you can't, well, what
are you going to say?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and then like I had, and there were some guys that could beat me in the room or something, but I will tell you this, like Tom Brands and Terry Brands and Brad Penrith and Barry Davis and some of these guys that were smaller than me, I give them so much credit that they would continue to shoot, and they could go and go and go and go and go. And Terry and Troy Steiner and these guys, and it's just like, Dave Schultz was one weight class above me when I finally moved up to 149. And I worked out with him one time, and they put me down. It was a thing, and I tell the story how he almost killed me, how he got on top and he had my right ankle over. Yeah, it was a 1 minute. It was a 1 minute go, but he started on. It was down position. It was freestyle, and Jim Humphreys was coaching it. So he timed it, and I swear to God, if this was not a time thing, I would have died. Dave Schultz had my right foot up near my left ear, and at one time, and somehow he had my head like this, twisted, and my mouth and nose were stuck in the mat, and I was literally suffocating with a hurt ankle. Torquing my knee, my hip, my shoulder, my neck, hurting me in 5 places minimum, and suffocating me all at the same time. And I got stuck in a position, and my hands, I was trying to tap out, I couldn't reach them to tap out, and I could not roll over to my back And finally, Jim Humphrey blew the whistle, and I was 2 seconds away from suffocating. And Dave Schultz was, I know he's mean on top, and he would, if there would not have been a ref, he'd have gone another 2 minutes, and I would have been passed out and maybe brain dead. And when Dave Schultz got off me, I rolled over on his back, and I was like, and I was bawling, and I said, "I never wrestled you again." He goes, "Man," I can't believe I told you, I can't believe you didn't turn over. I go, "I was trying to." I said, "I'm never wrestling you again, ever." And I wrote this story, and I always have a title for my story. So I wrote the whole story, and at the bottom I said, "No, I got to think of a title of this story." So then I decided, okay, I got it. The title of this story is Dave Schultz Couldn't Turn Lubu. So he did not turn me. Okay, was that a good one?
That was awesome. That was freaking great. Part of me wants to just keep trying to grab his leg.
I know. And you know, when people grab it, it's like, boom, I come right there, you see?
Every time I'm like, fuck.
And like, I'm thinking the different way. I say, whoa, and then I come right there. And I'm here. And then I go. Okay, all right.
Damn it.
We got that?
It seemed too easy.
Got it all.
It was easy.
I got more. I
don't think you did.
I'll come all day.
Yeah. I got hip replacement. I do not want to wrestle anymore. All right. Because I don't want to be injured.
That's crazy though. Every time I grab your leg, even when I tried to sneak on this one, it's just like, nope. No. It's such a foreign feel.
Yeah. And what I do a lot of my legs, like I go into somebody
It's like,
instead of coming away.
You know, everybody sprawls on his back.
Right.
You're like,
I don't sprawl.
You're going into him.
Gable used to have sometimes, like in conditioning, doing sprawling. They had one doing sprawling drills. You know, I don't know how to do it. You know, like I have you sprawl by yourself. Okay. I couldn't do that, and I said, I'm not doing that, Gable, because I don't sprawl. So whenever it's our conditioning, tell me something else to do during that. I will go a minute sprawl.
He was cool with that?
What's that?
He was cool with that?
Well, yeah. I said,
I don't sprawl.
So I'm not going to do this in the drill. It'd be like practicing something wrong.
And so you just take a penetration shot or jump in the air, who knows?
So like when you shoot in on me, I don't sprawl. I mean, I'm coming here into you. Yeah. And I'm moving you to there. Right to that. Like right there, I almost wanted to step over and put you right on your back.
You probably would have.
Yeah. And so, when I'm always improving my position, when somebody shoots in on me, I'm thinking to score. And I remember most of the time when I wrestle guys in practice, I feel like if I only got a takedown, I didn't take you down to your back.
It was lost.
Yeah, like I screwed up and I should have whipped you over to your back from there. But
You
only got a takedown.
So I like the idea that like when guys shot at me, I didn't try to defend. I tried to attack them.
Yeah.
Right? And obviously
I'm never defending. I'm always
in different areas.
Always, my position is
Offensive.
I'm always on the offense no matter where I'm at. If you pick me up in the air in a double leg, I'm still on the offense. If you get behind me from here, I'm still in the offense. I got somebody throws here, I got this, I got that, I got inside twist, I got right there, and can come that way. I can just come right there and lift you like that.
I know what you're doing, I just can't. Like, I'm doing it. You know?
Yeah, and like right here, I could just take it right there one hand.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably.
Yeah, you didn't see that coming.
No. Don't you develop most of those things yourself, or you were taught those?
A little both. A lot. Some of them I started watching Weight Challenge, and I got better and better, and it's all position. To me, it's like, okay, when I double leg you, I'm moving your body here and blocking the legs.
Yeah.
Same thing with a throw. I don't throw with an arch hardly at all. I never throw back. Even when I was younger, I did a little bit, but not very much. What I'm doing is I'm blocking your hips and moving your upper body. Like if I don't block your hips, I just push you that way. You step over.
But
And everything I do, in all my counters, on my things, I'm blocking your hips and moving your upper body. So on this throw, I can come here, boom, I block your hips and throw you right there. You're down.
It's so subtle the way you block the hips. Yeah. You just throw a knee or something.
Yeah,
right?
okay. Well, I get my whole hip beside just like right here. Boom, it's over. Okay? Like, I feel like if you came in and underhooked me to my right side, it'd be impossible for me not to throw you like that. See?
So let's just go the other way. Pretend like you come and underhook me.
Okay.
So you come in here and I come.
Yeah, but you had it there. You had it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm not trying to go hard. I'm just trying to understand it.
Yeah, right there. See? Yeah, you got it. You got it.
So now, you take your.
What I'm doing is, I'm right here. I can be right here. I can be right here. I've got you blocked and I'm right there and I'm tight with you. What I did is I moved your upper body.
You blocked my hip with your thigh.
Yeah, yeah.
With your leg.
Yes, yes. Like either side. I come right here, I got you, and I go through you. I don't take you here and take you back.
Yeah, you go over.
So we're right here, I go through you. A ladder will drive you, but I got you going that way, see?
Yeah.
And I can take you this way. So I can come right here and come right there. And I move your upper body and I block
your thigh. It's like a twist.
Right,
more than
right. And like, I can do it from any position, whether you get me here, you right there, step up, boom, you're done. And if you underhook me, that guy's underhook me, I take you right there. Right there. So.
Let me tell you, the lights at Carver Hawkeye Wrestling Room are amazing. So the cleanest lights I've ever seen.
Yeah, and so when somebody you shoot in on a shot on me, okay, like I'm not shot, I'm coming here, I'm popping here, right there, I'm inside tripping, you know. So, I'm on the offense from everywhere. And I let them initiate.
Yeah.
And the reason I was able to score so many points, I didn't hand fight a lot. I let everybody get pretty much whatever they wanted.
And then we go.
And then I beat them from there. And I felt like I could beat everybody in the position where they were the best. And I let them get whatever they wanted on me just about.
So like
they think they got what they want, but they don't really want to be there against me.
And there was not a lot of film right back from like your era.
No.
But I grew up and just right around my era was Ben Askren, who I feel like he was doing the same concept as you. Like,
yeah, he was on the mat.
Get what you want.
Ben Askren had, and I've been on the mat with him a few times, and he likes a lot of my stuff, and I like a lot of his stuff. And there's some situations where, like, on the mat with him, collegiately, he had some stuff that I did not understand, that I would not want to be there with him. But I had some stuff on the feet that I showed him that I would.
Because he's the same way, right? It wasn't the throws, it was more like diving and attacking ankles and coming out.
And you know, it's funny, some of the highest scoring wrestlers of all time in pinners, like me and Gene Mills and Ben Askren, we got like terrible shots. We have no sense. Yeah. We hit bad shots and the guy gets behind us, but we still score. Yeah. And that's all that Gene Mills or Wade Chalice or Ben Askren, some of the best pinners and highest scoring, most exciting wrestlers of all time. It's like we had no setups. Like